Hey there, Dango Stu here. Today's video is about wiring up the inverter in the fridge and is proudly sponsored by MarineEngine.com. I was lucky enough with this install to have Leon come out and help me again. He even brought beer and pies, so I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Anyway, we'll pick up where we've got the inverter plugged into the front of the boat just to test the load on the wires running from the batteries right up to the wheelhouse. Right. Leon's here again today, giving me a hand with the electrics. So what Leon's done is just hooked up the inverter. We've had this inverter, it actually came with the boat, just hooked it up directly to the 24 volt power, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, 24 switched, yep.
Switched from coming from the back of the boat, and he was just checking the current draw.
Just the standby current draw. So testing, just out of curiosity, when you go a bigger inverter, they draw more power sitting there doing nothing. So if you only need to run something 20 watts, you don't want to be running a 4,000 watt inverter.
Yeah, gotcha.
But this is handy if you want to run power tools and things, so this is good for you. But when they're sitting there, I tested one of the King's 1500 watt, the 12 volt ones. Yep. It was drawing about 3.5 amp before you put any load
anything in it. Yeah, right.
So 24, you'd expect half of that. But this one's actually only showing on DC. Yeah. So this one's only showing about 360. Actually, I'll go down a scale. DC, zero that. So we're only looking at about 400 milliamps. So that actually won't draw your battery too much if you leave it on. Which
nice. Cool.
So we'll load test it up, just see how much voltage drop
with the heat gun. Is that the plan?
Heat 2000. So I'm guessing half and full will probably be.
So you got fan and then heat settings here.
Yeah, so that'll probably cycle it on and off. But 1 and 2 there, I'm guessing will be 1,000 or 2,000. Cool. We'll find out. So 2,000 would be about 100 amps, I think, though. So that is probably more than we want to draw from here. Things will heat up a bit. Okay. Half of it, 1,000 watts, is hopefully what we're going to see. That should be about 50 amps. All right. That'll be about the max.
So ideally we'd have this thing connected almost directly to batteries, though?
The shortest distance, yeah.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, because that way, these cables are massive for a reason. They draw heaps of power. The closer to the battery, the better. Yeah. So this is purely just a load test. We'd never keep it here.
Yep.
All right, so that's we'll keep an eye on the voltage at this end as well.
Right, okay, see how much it drops.
So I know we're at about 28 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so I don't have to hold it. Yeah, 28, which is good.
6, yep.
Alright, so what am I expecting? About 50 amps. 100 amp scale. Yeah, so fire that up and see how we go.
What are we on there?
Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, that's because I'm on a 200 amp scale, so we're not going to see much. So I'll get this one down here as well.
Oh, okay, yep. Gotcha.
So see, I'm step 1. 5 amp.
Not much of a voltage drop either.
Well, it's only a small current, so just 10 amp.
Drop to 27.
I wonder if that heat's turned up.
It's on 5, it's on maximum.
Okay.
Let's dial it down.
10 amps, not much. You're only talking about that's. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, see.
No, that's not drawing that much power. So the heating.
Hold that against my leg, it's not doing anything.
No, it should be drawing heaps more.
Yeah.
So.
It was working. It was working on the generator last time.
Percussive maintenance, maybe?
Yeah, it's always been pretty reliable though. It's
Serious heat.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's just a little, because normally that'll like absolutely burn you.
So now that's heating, what are we at? It's still not drawing much.
Yeah, because that's very, very... a little bit now, but that's normally like flamethrower, you know.
It's definitely not 2,000 watts. Unless I got the calculations out that far.
But...
it's going to have to be 240 watts, not 2,400, so... So unless this isn't putting out the adequate
That's
voltage.
it, it's never been tried. So we've got the...
so yeah, we'll swap to the vacuum cleaner.
Swap to the vacuum cleaner now.
20 amp scale? No, sorry. 200 amp scale, or 100 amp scale I should say. Just in case it does actually draw what we expect.
Yep.
So...
that's showing 50 amps now.
Ah, nice. Except we're not testing voltage drop.
Yeah, right.
But that is exactly the power draw we'd expect,
Okay, cool.
because 50 amps is going to be our 1000 watts, which is what the vacuum says it uses.
Yep. Yeah, 50 amps, 24 volts.
Yeah, that bounce. Alright. Alright, so we've got 27. Yeah, we've taken a bit of power out.
Yeah, take the surface charge off it.
Alright, so that's pretty good.
Not too bad, 25 volts.
At 50 amp load.
25 volts at 50 amp load.
So, because the solar's not keeping up with that, you would expect it to drop down.
Yep.
But the next thing is to look for anything getting warm. And this is all pretty healthy.
Cool.
So might check the terminals down the other end and see if anything's warming up.
See if there's anything warm there. And that's running off the house batteries, isn't it?
Yep.
No, there's no terminals. Nothing's warm on the terminals down here.
Cool. Oh, that's good to see.
Yeah, so far so good. Nice. Have a look.
Take those off completely, or it's easy enough just swinging around with them there.
Oh,
I wouldn't worry about that, it's fan driven. But oh yeah,
It'll fit. We can move this down. I mean, this can all be hanging down low.
Well, it can also be in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Put the solar regulator here. All right. Have you got a Phillips head? Oh, I reckon we just knock it off and so straight to the back of the switch of power, you reckon, and then.
Yeah, that's definitely the way I'll go. And we've got a nice 2-gauge wire going to that.
We do, yeah.
So that'll be really healthy. You can just pull that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing with that. Still haven't got that terminal in the right spot either. So in the process of putting all your gear in here, it must have grabbed that wire and ripped it out of this.
Oh, okay.
So I just plugged it to there.
Oh, okay. So that just has to go up in under there as well.
It doesn't matter where,
Yeah.
like it's the same.
Just means we
style.
can close that. Did these screw straight into this board or
Yeah, it was.
soft enough? See, this can come like there.
So with that, with the negative bus bar where it is, does the inverter still fit this up?
Possibly not, which means maybe we could
If you drop that controller right now,
cross
and then do we put the bus bar above it?
and then in there a bit.
Yeah. Because the other thing is, you know, you're putting negative and positive in close proximity.
There is that, but I mean, we could always just go into this side.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Swap them over, there's heaps of them. Alright, so we'll swap those to that side. And then this, oh look, there's even an old hole here, we can use that one.
Yeah, then just see how it all stacks
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Because we'll be pulling the positive from here. So there's actually nothing else on the 24 house at the moment. Like it feeds to the front, but there's nothing this side.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think running the starter leads straight from the battery straight to the engine without coming in here is definitely the way to
Oh, for sure. Same with the anchor winch too.
Yeah, 2-gauge the whole way.
Yeah. So, I guess we want the sockets and the on-off switch pointing up. Thank you. But the fan, I mean, for cooling you'd want the fan pointing up.
Yeah, I think it draws enough air.
Yep.
I don't think you're going to be running it at high loads constantly.
No.
You'll just be hitting the grinder here and there.
To be honest with you, I want to use it as little as possible. I'd rather use as many 12 volt things. So we'll mount it.
Orientation's probably not going to be
Not a huge
deal.
issue. All right, let's mount it that way.
Look at it.
One screw in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just sort of the most central that you can get to both sides in case you need it.
Yeah,
Keep in
sure.
mind though, before you go actually mounting it, the size of the fuse block, if we were going to build a fuse block, where would that live?
Right.
It depends if you got multiple things. I mean, really, if you're going to have one Anderson plug, you just have one inline fuse. So,
yeah.
You know, you've already got 2 of these here. You could just do another one here.
Another one there.
And the Anderson plug, I mean, really on the deck, the Anderson's probably the most useful, but I just think it's always good to have extra stuff floating around. Is that right on the outer edge of the board? Not quite.
Not quite, no. Although I've got my bolts, my mounting bolts here too, yeah. The other thing is I want to make it too. I'm thinking at some point I'll probably end up with another board here.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much.
I like the idea of a little bit of space around them too.
Yeah, you just need to be able to get to it to hook things in.
Yeah. All right.
Probably not there.
On. Fault.
Yeah, sometimes. It needs the power before firing up. Now it's happy.
Cool. Gotcha. That's a good tip. So, switch batteries on then, otherwise it goes straight into fault mode.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Cool. Alright, so.
Should we try something?
So, what's a heavy power draw thing? Vacuum and everything will run that off the front.
Yep.
So.
Try an angle grinder or?
Grind real easy.
Yeah, just because I'm not
I don't think we've really got anything without going to the welder or the.
Yeah, should try to play some cutter in it.
Yeah.
Just tempting.
Well, that's it. Now we're on the short runs. I guess we could just do that. Really easily get to the. Oh no, there's the bus right there. We can easily check the voltage here and just see what drop we get.
Yeah.
I'll run a lead to the back here.
Okay. Yeah. There's yeah.
So we can just test that same 50 amp draw there.
Yeah. See what I get here. Yeah, it's not a super long lead.
No, this one's probably good. Fucking around with it over there.
Can hear the vacuum cleaner running. So just testing the voltage drop here.
Well, the trouble is we didn't test it before it powered up, so let's just switch it off for a second.
Off here.
Yep. I really don't expect much.
So just here and here.
Those terminals, yes. We'll just go to DC. So we're at 26.
26.
And
On.
yeah. Cool. And yeah, 25.3. So that's mostly going to be battery voltage drop anyway.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. That's what we want to see.
Nice. Now we've got the inverter and we've got 240 volt power. We've decided the next most important thing is the fridge. What do you reckon, Lounge Fridge?
Go cold view.
So, there's a couple of red and black wires going in here and then they disappear down below. The fridge is just held in with a strap. So first step really is just investigating where it goes. Maybe even undo the strap, try and pull it out, and then run some new wire. I think we may as well just do it fresh. So, do you want to maybe just pull on those wires a little bit?
Yep.
And see if I'll see any movement here?
Sure. They're pretty well pinned.
Is that the black wire coming down now? Do you see any?
It is. It's definitely red and black, and I had a bit of slack in it, so I'll see if the slack's been taken up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
So, the black wire just goes back into the engine bay, and the red wire is just loose here. So that was pretty light gauge wire.
Yeah, as I say, 24 volt. They'd be lucky if it's more than 2 or 3 amps. Probably. Oh, yeah.
Auto marine.
Yeah, that'll do the trick.
That's actually, I think, even the heavier stuff. I might even have some slightly lighter stuff.
Well, no kill like overkill.
Yeah, exactly. What about these,
Should we Have to edit that bit out. He's drinking
I
water.
know, we'll have to edit it out, won't we? Don't tell anyone. Alright, now.
It's just whether it jams up.
Yeah, it gets skew with.
Just make sure that is loosened right off.
Yeah, it's backed right off.
Wonder if there's any feet under it.
Yeah.
Look at these flatheads. I bet you it lifts up. There'll be feet hanging under it.
Yeah.
Just outside the door here, there'll be a flathead screwdriver in the corner of my bag.
Oh, yeah.
The same colour as the Phillips.
Actually, it'd be nice to get this out because I believe some of the nav light wires also go behind there.
Yeah. Now we're in business.
Oh, it's the wire tight, that's what's doing it.
Oregon snips if we're replacing it. Where's a
Yeah,
pair of snips?
what they plug in.
Alright. Oh, that's easy.
Oh, maybe not.
In the toolbox
Oh
again.
no, they are. They're sold it here anyway, aren't they?
There's a pair of cutters in the bag just out there. One of the black handled ones. Yeah, next to this, that'll be the cutters.
Good reason to get rid of these joins anyway.
Yeah, I was looking at the tape, you could see the solder through the tape, so it wasn't exactly well sealed.
Alright. So,
Alright.
okay, so I'm going to go down
Fresh.
below again.
Yep, we'll get a fresh wire through.
Do you reckon that'll fit, or do we need to drill?
Okay, now we're talking. Famous last words. So that is. Yeah, it seems pretty much straight down. Here we are, I think I got it.
Of course, the more you get in there, the harder it gets.
Yeah, I've actually thought about just using like a vacuum and a bit of string line. Stuck the string line through
Suck
it.
the string line through, yeah, it's got to be close. But... Oh, unless it's hit a
solder joint in the middle, or a joint.
joint in the... No, it doesn't look
It's one piece. If you get the existing wire and just wiggle it back and forth, it might help it shift past a sticky point.
Yeah.
I saw you replaced the constant power wire.
I did. I had the orange cable.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, I've got this red that's a bigger core.
Yep.
And I was using 2 of the 7 anyway.
Yep.
And I just went, you know, and this one fit in the conduit instead of being outside it. And,
Yep.
Oh, here we go. There was just so many reasons in the end where I went, oh, you didn't do that, did you, Stuart? You did, you idiot.
Nice. Well, is it going to be easier to cut it at the top, push it back up through the deck? No, you're already going back now.
Edit that out too.
No, that's you're going to keep that.
That was a test run.
Yeah, we just like to make sure these things work before
Exactly,
we
yeah. Just test fits, fine, yeah.
It's like every time joining wires, you solder something together and then realise there's a...
It's like all those coax cables, I put them on, then we go, oh, the collar, the backing collar.
Yeah. There you go. Hopefully the footage isn't terrible. I'm swinging around everywhere. Pretty awkward filming upside down.
Yeah. Alright. So, you're going to go up there and I'll poke this through and see if you can see it.
Yep. Yeah, laughing. Alright, that's more than enough.
Alright.
So, I'll let you back out. Alright, fridge is running.
Fridge is running, 1.4 amp current draw. You can hear the
At 24 volt.
compressor going. At 24 volt, yep. So, we're going to slot it back in and...
Fill full of beer.
Fill it for a beer. Exactly. Alright, nice. We ended up putting a couple of spade connectors so we can disconnect it, but we've also got plenty of slack so we can pull it out without disconnecting it.
So thanks for watching. We now have, this is the day after, cold beer on the boat. Perfect. Life's good. What I'm going to do next is install this. This is a Bulma battery monitor. Now I'm starting to draw more and more current from the batteries on a permanent basis. The next important thing for me is to start monitoring the batteries. So this monitor will monitor how much current's being drawn out, how much current's being put back in, what's the current state of the batteries from a health point of view and a state of charge point of view, all that kind of good stuff. So next week we'll be putting that in. All right, well take care and I'll catch you then. See ya.